Hello. Hello and welcome. Today is our Mind Muscle Monday, and it is day one for our mental reps. Our theme for today is going to be consistency is a choice, not a feeling. We're going to be doing this every single Monday for 52 weeks. I want to be very clear on the intentions for these calls and the type of people that they're aligned for, and my goal in helping you all get to and reach and achieve the necessary habits that you need in order to stay consistent in your business, to be the leader that you want to become, to create the life that you want to create, so that you can fully embody it, so that it is naturally your new rhythm versus wherever you feel stuck today, whatever chaos you feel is interrupting that pattern for you today. I'm going to get you from point A to point B. All you have to do is show up. All you have to do is be present. All you have to do is do the work. And this is just like anything else physical, as in building a muscle at the gym, we're building our mind muscle. So it may hurt a little bit in the beginning. It may be a little uncomfortable. It may not feel natural or normal, or it may not flow with your normal rhythm of where you're at now. And that should be the case for every single person on this call, which is why you are here. My goal is to help you achieve a new rhythm that is more aligned so that you can, again, embody this ideal version of who you aim to be in your business, in your life, full spectrum. Okay. So we'll be doing this every Monday, starting at 11 a.m. Central Time and completing at noon Central Time. Just to kind of give you a brief overview, we are going to always have a weekly identity cue. It's going to be a cue for you to embody, for you to fully embrace, for you to feel in your body and believe and work towards. Okay. And every single week is going to be a different cue, all intentionally developed, the neuroscience backed strategic program. And I'll explain today why we do the things we do every Monday. Repetition is how we grow. It's how we learn. It's how we evolve. And when you understand the importance of the science, and not only that, just the programming towards being the most ideal version of you, these things just become who you are. You start to truly understand the energy behind the things that we're doing, and you can start mimicking that in every other aspect of your life and creating your own pattern so that things flow in the right direction for you. Also, I would like to note that these are a safe space for all leaders, these calls that we have on Monday. So feel free to share as much or as little as you want. I really like to say also upfront that I align and resonate with and would like to create these meetings as being flow based, which means, yeah, there's a little bit of a set structure, but we're going to go with the flow. So whatever pops up for you, even if it's just an organic conversation, even if it's just a memory you want to process and share, even if it's something as minimal as you writing something down for yourself or getting inspired in a certain way to work on something for yourself, all the energy behind what we do and build inside this group is going to be flow-based. So I have seen very, very few groups that embody that energy. It may be new for you. I don't really believe in a structured approach to anything. I feel like when we set out to do those sort of strategies, that they tend to be very limiting, and we're all here to grow. We're all here to expand. We're all here to build our mind muscle together. And I want you guys to have the best experience possible. So let's rock and roll, shall we? So first we'll start with a week identity cue, like I mentioned. And then we're going to do a weekly drill. So we will audit a non-negotiable, and we will also do like a journal prompt for whatever portion of time that is. So always come with a journal, come prepared with the ability to write notes. If typing on your phone is easier, if typing on your laptop or wherever you are and whatever you're doing, whatever tools you have around you, whatever's easiest, flow with that. But coming prepared will help you focus the most. So I recommend writing and using a journal. This really helps to kind of reinforce it. And again, repetition is how we master everything. And we will have a thread every single week for our mental rep calls where I will have basically a prompt for you to respond to, and it'll fluctuate accordingly. Whatever you feel is a good fit, even if it's just a stream of thought consciousness moment and you want to share something with the collective, this is a safe space for that. Respect is a non-negotiable for the group for sure, whether that be respecting people's privacy, but also allowing people to just show up and be their most authentic selves in a respectful manner. The goal is to add more value than you are trying to take. So give more than you can take to the group. And we want to all learn from each other's strengths, right? All of us have different a set of strengths. All of us have different set of weaknesses. There's no right or wrong. We are simply all geniuses in our own way. And I love to honor that in group settings. Why don't we all use our strengths to help each other as a community? Integrity is a big one. You say you're going to show up, show up. Accountability will be a part of this as well. Since this is new, I'm going to flow with things, see how things go. I may adjust things as we go. This is definitely my beta. So this is all new and it's apt to change. So be patient with me if that is the case and things do shift. I will only shift if it makes sense and if it's the smartest thing for everyone involved. If you have any additional questions or need anything beyond what I've already discussed, I'm always happy to have one-on-one discussions with you guys. Don't be shy. You can let's grow together, shall we? All right. So I'd like for you, everyone who's here, drop one word in the chat. I want you to describe your current energy. There's no pressure. There's no fixing. Just be honest. Where are you currently at energetically? This energy check-in is vital and very important. Just simply naming your internal state begins to re-engage the prefrontal cortex. That's the part of your brain that leads decision-making, self-awareness, and grounded action. So this practice is actually called interoception, and it's one of the fastest ways to reconnect with your body's leadership center. So just stating very clearly your current state without any pressure, without trying to fix it, re-engages that portion of your brain. All right, great. Thank you everyone for sharing. Today, our identity cue is consistency is a decision. I move forward even when I don't feel like it. Okay. So we're going to start with an Inhale for 4 seconds. We're going to hold it for 4 seconds. And then we're going to exhale it for 4 seconds. This is called box breathing. And we're going to repeat 3 times. Consistency is a decision. I move forward even when I don't feel like it. Now inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. And repeat it one more time. Consistency is a decision. I move forward even when I don't feel like it. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold. Exhale. One more time. Consistency is a decision. I move forward even when I don't feel like it. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold. Exhale. Every time you say something out loud with calm breath, you're reinforcing it as safe and familiar to your subconscious mind. The breathing exercise is going to slow down your amygdala. I bet you feel much different now after doing those 3 rounds of box breathing exercises, don't you? The amygdala is the brain's fear center, and it's now giving your body permission to rewire when you slow it down. This is how we link the idea of consistency with a felt sense of safety, which is what allows real change to happen. Now let's push forward. We're going to do our non-negotiable audit now, which is our journaling exercise. I have 3 prompts for you. First, and I'll give you about 90 seconds in between. What are 3 things I will always do no matter how I feel? The first is, what are 3 things I will always do no matter how I feel? Give you 90 seconds. Let's go to our second prompt, which is, why do these matter more than my mood? I'm going to play another song for 90 seconds, and then we'll finish the third. Okay, great. And let's go to the third prompt. We have, what would my life look like in 90 days if I honored them? What would my life look like in 90 days if I honored them? Right. Wonderful. This is not just goal setting. This is self-programming. The subconscious doesn't respond to vague information. It responds to repeated instructions paired with emotion. So by defining very clearly your non-negotiables, you're creating a micro contract with the subconscious mind. That's where it rewires your internal identity from I try to I follow through. Who would like to share now one of your non-negotiables? Okay. I got one. Here, let me get it ready to share. All right. So before we dive into this, I'd like to state our nervous systems are wired for modeling. So when you hear someone else speak the thing you've been afraid to name, your brain says, maybe I can do that too. This is called vicarious safety, and it's a powerful, powerful rewiring tool. That's why being in this container, even just as a witness, accelerates your transformation. Someone actually anonymously submitted their situation this week, so I'm going to walk through it with you, and I want to coach on that and through it together. My client said, I keep saying I want to grow my business, but I keep skipping the exact actions that would get me there. I scroll, overthink, start planning content, then do nothing. I've told myself 100 times I'll be consistent, but I break that promise by Wednesday. I don't know how to actually trust myself to show up, even when no one's watching. Powerful and relatable. Who here can relate with that? Yeah, I've been there. I know it took time for me to really jump in and start being consistent with myself too. I'm not going to pretend I've always been XYZ. It's a process, it takes time. So, what we're seeing here is a conflict between intention and identity. They say they want to grow, but their current reps say hesitation is home. Anyone else ever had the experience of mentally agreeing to the right thing, but then silently betraying yourself when it comes to the act? Yeah, yeah. That's not laziness. That's unprocessed identity friction. Here's what I'd offer them and you if this resonates. Your subconscious doesn't believe your goals, it believes your patterns. So if you want new results, you need new reps. What would be your one non negotiable if this were you? And if it wasn't 100 things, just one rep done daily? What if that one rep is what starts the identity shift from I want to I always do? If this client were you, what rep would you pick this week specifically to rewire the story? I want you to type it in the chat. Let's honor this anonymous share with some serious action. All right, now we're going to do our rep declarations. I want you to name one non negotiable for this week, specifically one rep, one decision. And I want you to post it in the thread, declare your rep week 1. Posting your rep in the thread creates a loop of completion and identity reinforcement. The visibility increases dopamine, your brain's reward chemical, and that makes your behavior easier to repeat. It's not just journaling, you're building a neural pathway. Now let's go ahead and do a very powerful visualization. I would like to conclude our calls with our visualizations to close. Mental rehearsal is one of the most underused but science-backed tools in behavior change. Athletes, surgeons, elite performers all use it because the brain responds to visualization as if it already happened. So when you visualize from the end identity, not the struggle, you activate new wiring, which pulls you forward instead of dragging you back. So let's go ahead and do this short but powerful visualization together today. Close your eyes. Imagine it's Friday. You showed up all week. You did your rep every single day. No drama, no delay. Visualize the version of you who did that. I want you to feel how powerful you feel with that focus. I want you to feel the ease of just accomplishing exactly what you aimed for. And I want you to tell yourself, I'm not here to rely on motivation. I'm here to anchor into who I really am. Thank you. I hope you got a lot out of today's call. Appreciate your participation here today, and let's grow together, shall we? Peace. Have a beautiful day.